Hi everyone! Hi boys and girls! My name is Shiata and I'm a dancer with Westcanfolk Performing Company. And today I'm going to be reading you a story from our Folktale Wednesday series. The book that I'm reading is written by Grace Hallworth. It's called Listen to This Story.
Anansi and Brer Snake. Time and time again, Brer Anansi would get into trouble because of his boasting. Most of the time, he was clever enough to outsmart the other animals. Then he would lay low for a little while. But it was no use. Sooner or later, he would join a group of animals talking, and his mouth would open and his tongue would run away with him. One day, he heard Brer Dog say to Brer Agouti, "Boy, Brer Snake real swift. I see him wrap himself around Brer Crocodile and squeeze the life out of him before he could even sit." Up piped Anansi. "Ah, but that is only because Crocodile is not used to land. Now if that was me, Brer Snake could never catch me and do me that." Another time, he interrupted a discussion between Brer Bull and Brer Ram. Brer Bull was modestly agreeing that Brer Snake was very strong indeed, even stronger than himself, and he's a bull. "Ah," said Anansi, "Brer Snake had brute strength, yes, but when it come to the real test of endurance, I could beat him every time." The animals were getting a bit tired of Anansi and his boastful ways. So it was not surprising that the rumors reached Brer Snake that Anansi was bad talking him all over the forest. Early one morning, Brer Snake set out for Anansi's house. Swish, swish, swish. He was going to beat Anansi so bad that Anansi would be too ashamed to show his face in the forest for months. "Brer Anansi," Snake hissed, "you saying all over the forest that you a better man than me? Come out and prove it." Inside his house, Brer Anansi trembled when he heard Snake's voice. "Morning, Mr. Snake," called Anansi. "I said my prayers, but I'll come out as soon as I'm ready." He knew that he could not escape. But when he was peeping out his house, out the window, he saw Brer Snake stretched full length outside his door, his only door. Anansi sat down on his bed and racked his brain. "Aha," he thought. "Snake swift and he strong. Snake soft and he long. But today we go prove who right and who wrong." Quickly, Anansi took all his belts and began to sew them together until he made one broad belt which covered his body from shoulder to leg. Again, Snake called out, "Anansi, you taking too long to say your prayers. Don't make me come in there and get you. It'll be even worse for you." "Have patience, Brer Snake," pleaded Anansi. "I'm putting on my clothes, and as soon as I'm done, I'm ready. I'll come in outside." Quickly, Anansi began to take all the knives he had and sew them into the belt like armor. The knives were razor sharp. This time, Snake's voice was full of venom. "Anansi, all your friends out here waiting. Come out here and show them what a strong man you are. If you don't, I'll come in after you." And indeed, all the animals in the forest had gathered outside Anansi's door to see Snake punish Anansi. Poor Anansi. His hands shook as he struggled to put the buttons on his coat. "Brer Snake, have pity on me. At least let me die with my boots on. I'll put on my boots and I'll be right there." At last, Anansi went out. There was Snake, his tail swishing angrily, and he was ready to beat Anansi bad. Some of the animals were taking bets that Anansi would be down in 3 counts. Others said that he would be down on the first flick. The cautious ones were placing bets on 2 flicks. Then once, twice, Snake swished his tail and pop, hit him 1 lash. Snake suddenly let out a hiss in pain. His body began to whirl and twirl as blood poured from the deep cut on his tail. Slowly and painfully, he dragged himself through the forest to his hole. There he would hide until his wounds would heal, and his proud boasts were forgotten by the other animals in the forest. But Anansi knew that Snake would not rest until he had gotten even with him. So he too fled into the forest and found a place to hide. And this time he made sure that there was more than one door.